I looked out from above and I couldn't figure out what was on my feeder. And then I got my binoculars out, realized it was a flicker, but it's practically laying down on this feeder because it's so big for the small amount of space that is there. But it's just sort of lounging there and eating the seeds. Thought it was quite funny. I guess they're resourceful. Good morning. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 7. Another beautiful sunny day here today. Had a bit of frost on the ground this morning, so it's cold out there. But beautiful blue sky. I've been up for, my clock's there, that's why I'm looking there, well over an hour. So the sun is well and truly up now. It's going to be gorgeous. As usual, just been having my first cup of tea, working on my Advent cowl and watching some various podcasts and their Vlogmas. It's a nice way to sort of start the day. I find myself in a bit of a strange situation this morning. I usually wake up with a purpose and today I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I think I'm sort of torn between things I would like to do and things I should do. But I'm pretty sure that things I should do are going to win out. Just because I know there's a limited number of days until Christmas, and I do have some things I need to get done for preparation. So yeah, I've already pulled the ironing board out, so I'm pretty sure what I'm going to do is work on the blue nightgown today. I think that feels like my most pressing job at the moment. I have curling this afternoon, so my day is kind of shorter than usual. I don't know why curling days, I guess because I have to leave by about just before 4 o'clock, which means I have to start getting ready, a while before that. I always feel like those days are so short, and I often feel like I'm playing beat the clock by the end of them, or by the time it's time to go. Anyway, so on row 5 of the cowl, that's just a knit row, so that's why I could knit and talk. So it's coming along rather nicely, I think. You can see. Today's stripe is another lacy stripe, but I think we go back to stockinette tomorrow. And the yarn I'm using today, it's this tonal lavender yarn, and it's from Knit Picks. It is a Knit Picks Stroll in the blue violet tonal colorway. And for a long time I've had this yarn sort of set aside with some socks in mind. I think they're called Lavender Fields. And at one point I just put it back in my stash because I never did get around to knitting those socks. But maybe one day. I just feel like they're the perfect color for them. I think they're a lacy sock, and just with the name. So who knows, maybe that's something I'll do in the coming year. I did finish the pink sparkly scarf last night. That was a real relief to get off the needles. You can see the bind off. I tried to be loose. It's a little bit curved, but I don't think that's not enough to matter. And it's a little bit longer than I had wanted it to be, so I'm hoping it's not too long. Sorry, my head's out of frame there. Hopefully it's not too long for my granddaughter, but as my husband said, she can just wrap it around an extra time. And then I stayed up a little later than Cameron last night too, so I took that opportunity to do a little bit of work on the his socks. So I got about stripe done on each of them. I won't bother pulling out the second one, so I feel like I've got to start on those now. And I got him to try on Stan's socks again, just because I hadn't had him try them on since I put the heels on, and I just had this, I think because the fabric feels quite dense, I had this fear that they were going to be too narrow and wouldn't stretch enough, but they actually seem to fit fine. So I'll just add a little bit of extra length because I think Stan's feet are just a little bit longer than my husband's, so they should fit him okay. So yeah, I'm just going to sit and knit the last few rows on my cowl here and drink a little more tea, and my stomach's growling. I should grab a bit of breakfast, and then yeah, I really should get to work on that nightgown. The sooner I get to work on it, the sooner it's done, right? Well, it's turned out to be one of those mornings when I've done a lot of puttering around and not focusing, staying focused too long on any one task, but I have managed to get a few little jobs done, you know, small but necessary. And I did pin together all the pieces that I could for the nightgown, so they're all ready to sew. I just finished winding the bobbin and threading the machine, so I thought I'll make a cup of tea. It's late morning. Make a cup of tea, have that while I do a bit of sewing before lunch. So now is as good a time as any to do my advent calendar. So we're looking at day 7. Can you believe it already? Here, it's down here. Ooh, this looks interesting. Organic Saigon chai. Oh, I'm gonna like this one. I like chai. Oh, it smells so nice, so much like cinnamon. So I'm curious what that little red thing is. I wonder if that's like a red peppercorn or something. Let's see. What is it? Chai. Where are you? Organic Saigon chai. Black tea from India. Ginger, cinnamon, cloves, pink, peppercorns. There you go. Cardamom with organic vanilla cream and natural ginger and cinnamon flavoring. Oh, I think that's going to be really good. So I'm going to just finish boiling the kettle. I'm going to make that up and go do a bit of sewing. Sitting at my sewing table here sewing, and notice the mailman walking down the driveway. So finished what I was doing. I just went to check the mail, and there's a parcel from Fiber Nymph Dyeworks in here. So I'm going to open it with you and see what's inside. My shipment actually has come in two packages because the elves were in the eggnog is not ready. So first thing that catches my eye is the, I think it's called Welcome to Whoville. Yes, Welcome to Whoville sock blank. Let's take this out of the package and show you. Oh, look how pretty is that. It's sparkly and speckly. That is going to be super fun to knit. I've only done one sock blank before, so I'm going to have fun with that. And then this is called Christmas Pie. And what attracted me to this colorway was that in our family we have a tradition where we figure out who's all going to be at Christmas dinner, and then we draw names and buy a $5 and under gift and wrap it up and open it up between Christmas dinner and dessert. And it's just a way of extending the festivities, and a lot of people take that opportunity to get something a little funny for someone else. Not always, lots of serious gifts too, lottery tickets, and sometimes your craft beers or chocolate or something. But sometimes, yeah, people give funny gifts too. So I just couldn't resist doing the Christmas pie. And if you're not aware, the Christmas pie or any of her pie colorways are based on pi as in the mathematical equation. And so she dyes them so that the stripes, the amount of rounds you have per stripe, mimic the equation. So 3.17, no, 3.17, etc., etc. So there'll be 3 rounds of the first color and 1 round of the next and 7 of the next. So it never repeats, of course, because pi doesn't. So they'll be non-matching socks, but I think that's going to be super fun to knit up too. So great mail day. Wasn't expecting that. I kind of had forgotten about it a little bit. So yay. And then I still have one more package from her coming, and it has been shipped, so I should be getting it soon. So yeah, that's an unexpected brightness to my day. Lost track of time. No wonder I'm so hungry. It's almost 1:30. So I'm going to eat this corned beef on rye. I recently discovered that this grocery store on the way to Jessica's carries this awesome marbled rye bread. So I'm going to enjoy that lunch. And you got to have sweet pickles to go with it. At least I do. So I'm going to have that, get this video uploaded for the day, and do a little bit more sewing before it's time to leave for curling. So wish us luck. We haven't won a game this year. We've come close, but no cigar. So yeah, wish us luck, and enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.